Good morning and happy Sunday. At least it says we are live. I was just spreading the link around. I just finished breakfast with the exception of my cinnamon raisin toast. But how is everyone today? What are we going to be reading and working on? I do sound a little hoarse from yesterday. We had a big family fun day yesterday. I got up, I went to the grocery store while my kids were still asleep, and by the time I got back home, they were willing to help me put groceries away. We got dressed, we had breakfast, and then I took them to Dinosaur World, and they got to see all the different types of dinosaurs that lived back in the Cretaceous and the Jurassic periods. They got to see some of the animatronic dinosaurs that they had. They had a blast. They got to play on a playground. They got to pick a souvenir to bring home. It was a fun day. And the fun didn't stop there. We went after Dinosaur World. We came home and did swimming time in our pool. And then we got everybody cleaned up and we ate dinner. And which I think we had leftover pizza. And then we watched Moana. And then by the time the movie finished, it was time to get ready for bed. So we had a fun-filled day yesterday. Today I'm going to be working on a couple of different things. One of them being I will start reading Scarred. I'm hoping to reach the halfway point, which is this little pink tab here. I got pink and orange. I marked the midway point and I marked the end point so that if I split the book between 2 days, I do halfway and then I go about my day and then I read the second half the second day. So that's how I'm able to get through my books, and most of my books for this month have an audiobook, so that helps too. And other than that, I want to kind of use some post-it notes to mark pages in my book journal so that I can say this page is going to be this page is going to be that. And then I have to kind of set up my next book journal because I'm almost done with the current one. So, but the ones that, so when I say book journal, it's basically a notebook and I write down like this page has my rating system and then this one has like my currently reading. And then from there, I have like different TBR lists and excuse me. And I will use washi tape. Let me see if I can find one. Here's all my goal pages. So like, oh my gosh, do I have one? So here's like one I used. Here's my October TBR or my October reads. So I just set them up however I want. And here's November and December TBR. And I make like the little check boxes. That's actually highlighter. So I just do like a little square of highlighter. And then when I'm done reading the book, you can see I check it off. So that's kind of how I've been book journaling. I've seen some where people actually use the page to talk about the book itself, but I'm not that organized. I would like to be, but I'm not that organized. So that's kind of what I'll be doing during sprints. At some point today, I do have to film a video or two, and then I have to edit some videos, but that will be after my sprints. Let's go to the comments. My throat feels really dry. I know coffee's not going to help it, but the heat, the warmth of it will. let's go to the comments. Good morning, Alicia. Good morning, Kat. How are you? What are you going to be working on? Oh, she beat me to it. I'll be reading Strangers on the Train by Patricia Highsmith when I ride to the South Shore. Ooh. My hubby and I will be leaving in about an hour, going to visit my parents and my sister. Then we'll drop my sister off at the airport. Ooh, well, safe travels. I hope everything goes smoothly and you guys have a lot of fun. Good morning. Hello, Nadine. What will you be working on with us today? I'm hoping, like I said, I'm hoping to get a good chunk of Scarred read. My TBR for this month, I'll open it up because I have pretty much here. See, I did like a summertime washi tape. That's my June TBR. I'll switch it to this side. And then you can see I've already read Lore Olympus Volume 6. Scarred is a extra book. However, if I read that one in 2 days, then I go back. I believe my next one is Scrappy Little Nobody, which is my nonfiction for the month. So, but I have a whole list of books that I wrote down that have like the timeline of when they need to be due back at the library. So, and that's either audiobook or the physical. So it's been working for me that I write down what it is, and then if I put like a little asterisk next to it, then that means that it has an audiobook and I can use it. And then I have a list, usually a separate list of where I write down where the audiobooks are, whether it's at my library, it's on Hoopla, or it's on Audible. And that seems to be working out really well. I'm going to have to get like a vitamin C drop or something. It just feels dry right in here. Kat says, I'm going to start organizing my week before heading out and will continue when I get back. I start time tracking Monday morning. Time tracking? What are we time tracking? Everything that you do? Or just things, certain things in general? I need to do that because I need to. There's a book, and if I can find it, I don't know where I put it. I have, and it's an older book. It's Time Management from the Inside Out. I want to say it's by Julie Morgenstern or something, but I want to read that sometime soon, and that might be one of the books that I read starting like the second half of the year, because I too want to see where my time goes so that I can better time management, because once the kids go back to school, I would like to incorporate my writing again, and then that way, hopefully, cross fingers, I can get through writing a book, editing it, and maybe start querying for submissions, because I would like to be published one of these days. And right now I'm working on like 5 different projects, and unfortunately I can't just focus on one of them. I've tried, but I think if I can manage my time better, that might help. Ooh, the comments jumped. Where are we at? Nadim says, I'm currently reading The Housemaid by Frida McFadden. How are you liking that? I've heard a lot of people have been reading that, and I'm debating on reading it myself. Good morning, Kim. What are we working on today? Kat says good morning to Nadim and Kim. We'll be cleaning and finishing up You Must Not Miss by Katrina Leno. Oh, I think I saw you reading that one. Did you post a picture of it by your pool or something? Was that the one? How are you liking it? Hello, Kimberly. Hello, Kat. Hi, Nadim. I'm time tracking my 168 hours for the week. 168 hours for the week? Wait, what? Is that like everything? How many hours are in a week? Is that how many hours are in a week? I'm so intrigued. I want to know more. Are you tracking this to see where your time goes? Or is this like a time management thing? Let me know. I'm intrigued. I want to know more. Hi, Kat from Kim. I learned about time tracking years ago from a book called 168 Hours by Laura Vanderkam. I am time tracking at least once per quarter. June is my second quarter. Oh, you've been doing this for a little bit then. Interesting. I will have to look up this book because I'm intrigued. I want to know more. I'm going to use I don't have a pen. I will start that comment and come back to it. Because I want to write that down. I'll see if my library has a copy of it. That sounds interesting. Yep, that was the one. It's all right. I prefer her other book, Horrid, I think. Ooh, is that the one that has like the flowers for the eyes? I want to read that. I'm thinking more like Halloween. Would that be a good Halloween type book? The cover looks like it would be. I am 60% and I'm still waiting for the revenge. Oh. 60% and there's no revenge yet? Oh. Maybe that's going to be like the last little bit. You know how like they start revealing things at the end? Maybe that's where that happens. Ooh, that's a little late to be doing revenge though. Hopefully it happens soon. Yes, I need to see where my time is going in order to achieve my aims. Fair enough. That's very valid because similar to like what I want to do is the time management stuff. I just want to see where my time is going so that I can use it better and be more efficient in what I'm doing. Because I know a lot of my time does go towards the kids, but I also want to make sure that my self-care is staying up to par. Because I had a dentist appointment recently. Actually, it's more like a periodontist appointment. And I've got some problems in the back that I need to address. So we're going to be making sure that we do all self-care. I mean, I brush my teeth and everything, but my mouth is very small. So when they try to clean or work on it, even I have trouble when I go to floss. My fingers do not fit in my mouth in order to get to the back teeth. So I have to get creative. So, and even up front at the bottom, it's funny, but I will actually take a certain shape Lego and I will stick it between my gum line and my like the outside, like right in here. I will stick it in between there and then I will go in and I will floss my teeth and then pop that piece back out. Don't ask me why, but that works. But yeah, my mouth is so small that they can usually use like pediatric size tools on my mouth. Otherwise, nothing will fit. It's always been like that. It's a pain in my ass. Kim says, yes, that is horrid. Okay. Yeah, I want to read that one. I'm thinking Halloween would be a good time. 100% it would be a good fall read. Thank you very much. So September, October, yeah. Yeah, it's a lot of buildup, so we shall see. I'm going to take a guess and say that the revenge will happen around the 75% mark. If it doesn't, then what are they doing? Laura Vanderkam writes about time management and making time for activities you want to do. Ooh, so I should check her out. Just to check her out because she sounds like she has a lot of. There's another one and I forget what it's called. I have it on a post-it note somewhere. I have post-it notes everywhere. I want to say it's called the 12-week year. I'll Google it in the next in the first sprint, and I'll put a link to it, if that's right, because I've heard good things about that one, and I'm interested to read that one too. Yes, self-care is important because you need to take care of yourself so you can take care and give your best to the kiddos. Yes, very much so, because they're not getting any younger, and they're only getting taller. They too had a pediatrician appointment recently. My son, who is only 6, he will be 7 in September. He is already 3'10". And my daughter is not too far behind him. She is 5. She turned 5 in April, and she is 3'7". So, mind you, I am 5'4". So they will be taller than me by the time they reach high school. The only person I can think of where they get this height from is their grandfather, who is 6'1". So, I don't know, but they're going to be taller than me. You need to get a water flosser. I have a water pick. And it has like this big cup thing that I usually fill with like warm water and a little bit of like Listerine. And then I will go in and spray my teeth. It's my teeth cleaning is a whole process. I swear I have cursed teeth, but my process, you know how they say it takes like 2 minutes to brush your teeth? No, mine takes like 10 minutes because I have to floss and get creative on flossing. And then I use the water pick to get anything that I didn't get out. And then I brush my teeth. And then at nighttime, I have to use something called Floridex. And it's so that it can help me with the sensitivity that I have in those back teeth. It's a whole process. I wish things could just be simple. I have the Waterpik Sonic Fusion 2. It's a toothbrush and flosser combo, and it's so helpful with the flossing the back. I feel like mine might be the same. I'll send you a picture of mine, and you can tell me if yours is similar. Mine has like 3 or 4 different things. Like I have a tongue scraper and a toothbrush and just like a regular, like it shoots water type thing. I've had it for years and I use it every day. But I still have that problem. My problem tooth is back here. I have like a pocket and food gets stuck in there. So I have to go in and like water pick it out. It's about $150, but in the long run, it could be a good investment to help your dental care. I will look into it because I might need to upgrade mine. She's the author of 168 and Tranquility by Tuesday. She also has a podcast, Before Breakfast with Laura Vanderkam. Ooh, I will have to look into these. I will star that as well because I'll go back and look at it. 168 hours. Is that how many hours are in a week? I'm curious. Mine is too. I have 8 missing adult teeth, 4 that are pulled before I got braces, and then my wisdom teeth. I has a tiny mouth. So we are similar, Kim, because when they took my wisdom teeth, they also took 4 others all at the same time. And then about 2 weeks after I had that done, I had braces put on. And I was in braces for like 2 years, like the old school braces, not this Invisalign stuff that they have now. I still have my retainer, but my retainer does not fit, so I can't wear it at nighttime like I'm supposed to. Yep, I hear you. Mine's the same way. Like I don't know which ones they pulled, but I think it was like my canines or something. It was up here. They pulled my wisdoms and then they pulled 2 others or 4 others, all in one shot. I went to a oral surgeon that sedated me, and I went and I had that done. And then I don't remember how I got home. I don't remember how I got in my PJs, but next thing I know is I woke up, I was home in my PJs on the sofa. There was a little stuffed cat. It was this one. I had him laying next to me, And then there was like a smoothie with a spoon because I couldn't use straws. And then some Advil. Apparently my husband did all that because and then I slept for like 2 days. And then the third day I woke up and I said, "Oh crap, I'm going to be late for class." And I went to my first day of college classes. And I had a note that I would hand to the teacher so that she could do my introduction because I couldn't. I had swollen. Excuse me. But all my teachers, the one class wasn't so bad because it was a sign language class. And I gave her the note to my teacher, and she goes, "Well, you should be able to sign this." And I said, "No." So she signed it for me. She goes, "You will learn. We'll do this introduction when you can sign it." But all of my other teachers were nice. They read it for me, and then some of them were like, "Why are you here?" And it was one of those colleges that if you didn't go to the first day of class, then you were removed from the class so that they could make way for other students. And I didn't want to miss class because I needed those classes in order to move forward. So it was a whole thing. Then after a while, I was fine. 168 hours in a week. Jeez, I wonder what I do with all of mine. I know most of mine are kids. Most of mine is reading, cooking, cleaning. I wonder what else I do in my time. I'm so interested in this now. Kat, you have me invested. Yep, we're missing the same Tiny Mouth Squad. Woot woot. Hello, good morning, Christina. She says, "Hi, Alicia. Hi, chat. Reading a half-baked murder today. Hugging the like button. Thank you, thank you." I'm well on my way to my goal of 500. I think I last checked and I have 264 subscribers. So if you're not subscribed, please do hit the bell notification and you guys can see when my upcoming videos will be released, because I do have some videos coming hopefully this week and next week. I'm hoping to edit some today after sprints and then just schedule them so they come out when they need to. Mine have moved so much, I'm saving to get aligners to re-straighten. I probably should do the same because I know, like, my front teeth, one of them was slightly crooked. It was like covering the other one, and I think it's trying to do that again, but it hasn't moved too much. But you can tell that it's not as straight as it used to be. If you saw my high school pictures, my teeth were like fucked. And then I got braces and they were all fine. I remember mine clearly because I threw up all the way home. My mom had to keep pulling over because the car was making it worse. Oh no! That's horrible. I was sedated. I don't remember a thing. I remember going in, sitting down in the chair, and they were doing their thing, getting me prepped. And I said, "How long before, like, how long does it take to be knocked out?" And I think I remember as far as, like, I got the question out, and then they were like, "Just relax, close your eyes." And then that's all I remember. I don't remember anything else. It's amazing when you see where your time goes. Yeah, I'm really interested to see where mine goes and see if I can, like, tweak it to make it more efficient. And just to see, like, can I make myself, because I know a lot of my stuff is like I don't focus or I procrastinate on certain things, but I think if I can see where my time goes, then I can better fit it to what I need my scheduling and my time to look like, if that makes sense. My mouth still hurts from the dentist last Tuesday. Ooh. What did you have done? Was it just like a cleaning? One thing I do when I go, because they do like a deep clean at the periodontal place that I go to, I will take 2 Advil before I go in. Excuse me. And then that way, when my mouth does hurt afterwards, it's already kicking in. All right. We're going to finish through these comments really quick so I can go find like a cough drop or something, because this is not going to work. 168 hours seems like such a long time, and I know I don't put 50% of it to good use. Same. I feel like most of my time is spent either reading, doom scrolling, or like taking care of the kids and the house and stuff, which is fine, but I feel like I'm still not using my time efficiently. Good morning, Kim and Kat from Christina. Hi, Christina. Hey, Christina. I am one of your 264 subscribers, Alicia. Thank you. Hugs all around. I'm honestly like, I'm so happy that I am in with the booktube community, because you guys are the best, really. Like, you guys are always saying hi and how are you, and just all the chats and stuff. Everybody seems like they're in a good group of, and I mean, we share the love of reading. And if you are just coming in, this is what I'll be reading. And so, but we always talk about books and we see how everyone's doing. We're always saying hi. And like, I've been doing YouTube in general for 5 years, and I've never seen such a great community than all the people that I've met on BookTube. You guys are awesome. You really are. All right. I'm double checking. I think we have reached the bottom of the comments. I'm going to go ahead and pull up the cat. We changed it today. She is pink. There's 2 couple that came in. I got fitted for a crown and temp put in. Then I got my back molar on the same side pulled. Ugh. I think that's what's going to happen with this one, because I have one in the back that is just, it's my problem tooth. And to be honest, I really wish that they would just pull it, but they're trying to, I think what they're aiming to do is, because it has fillings and it's not like wiggling as if it's going to fall out, they want to try and get me to really be good at cleaning. They want me to be good at really cleaning my teeth. And then once I can like get back there to clean it good enough, then they want to they want to do I think a bone graft or a skin graft, because some of the gum line has receded, and then some of the tooth, the root is exposed. I love the BookTube community. I do too. You guys are always like there for each other, and I get most of my book recommendations from you guys, so I'm always finding new things to read. The kitty is pretty in pink. See? I was trying to go for like a summery vibe, but at the same time, like this one, I was drawn to it, so I said, why not? I couldn't really find like I wanted like a peachy, like orange or like a yellow color, but nothing called to me. But this one did, so we're doing pretty in pink today. But weird thing, the pinching feeling in my throat that keeps making me cough is gone now. Knocking on wood. Yes, maybe that's what I have. I don't think it is. I think it's just me sort of losing my voice from all the the talking and stuff yesterday and Friday. But pinching, yep. But it's still annoying. I still like clearing my throat and coughing and all that stuff. I'm gonna have to do some tea afterwards. All right, well, we have reached the bottom of the comments. I will go ahead and start the first sprint. So I will see everyone back in 45 minutes. Happy reading, happy productivity. And I am muted. I forgot to unmute myself. So what I was saying was, meow, welcome back from our first sprint. How did everybody do? I went and looked up the book that Kat was talking about. I tried to put it on hold at my library. However, my library's website is not functioning right now. So I will have to try again later. I don't know if they're doing maintenance or if it's just having issues, but we shall see. I haven't put one in yet, but I did get some vitamin C drops. So if I need one, I'll put one in. I did eat my toast. So you might have seen me taking bites of my toast. And I did set up, well, I didn't set it up, but I have 2 notebooks. And I didn't know which one I wanted to use, but I labeled them. So this will be the new book journal. And then I also want to do a self-care journal. So I was looking up on Pinterest for ideas for that. And I wrote my to-do list for today. 2 of them I can already cross off because 1 was breakfast and 2 is the sprints. But I wrote my to-do list for today. I typically do 6 to 8 items on my list because it's things that, like, I wrote down that I was making breakfast and we're doing sprints. I have to fold laundry, that kind of thing. Just itty bitty reminders so that I can get things done and I can cross them off as I finish them. And I also got into, let's see, what chapter is this? I got into up to chapter 3 in Scarred. So far, it's not what I thought it was going to be, but we'll see as we go along. We're just getting introduced to these characters. The only thing I really know is that this is supposed to be loosely based off of The Lion King and Hamlet. So we'll see. It's interesting though because in the first 3 chapters, they're talking about kings and the brother and the king died, and so now the son, the firstborn son, has to take over, that type of thing, and then he has a brother, and so I'm thinking like medieval times, kings, queens, that kind of thing, and then they have mention of a car, not a like chariot or a like carriage or that kind of thing. There's a car, so I'm like, what are we, like Buckingham Palace type king and queen, and there's vehicles, so it's like modern day, but I don't know. So we'll see. I'll keep reading and we'll see. Like I said, I give each book 100 pages to kind of like suck me into so that I can read the rest of it. If I don't get sucked in by a page of 100, then I either soft DNF it and come back to it, or I just hard DNF and move on. So we'll see. Let's check and see how everyone did in the comments. I have to see where we left off. I think this is where we left off. Kat said she's heading out. I hope everyone has a super Sunday and a wonderful week ahead. And I told her to have a safe trip. I also did put the link. This is the 12-week year. This was the book that I was talking about beforehand. So if anybody wants to check it out, there is the link for Barnes & Noble. I also tried to put that one on hold at my library. Again, my library, I don't know what they're doing. The website's not working at all. So, we'll see. Kim says, up to the audiobook speed, we've had a little revenge/drama. We're currently at 79%. See, I said things would start happening around the 75% mark. But the fact that you've only had a little bit, like, that tells me that you're not going to get it fully until close to the end, which is, like, you would think that they would have it between 75 to 85% of the book, and then kind of like smooth it out and say, explain everything at the end. So that's interesting. But I called it around the 75% mark. Hello, Swank. How are we doing today? What are we reading or working on? I think my husband put a load of laundry just on the other side of the library door, so I'll have to fold that in the next sprint. So we'll see. I was going to say something, and I forgot what it was entirely. I don't know what I was going to say. It'll come back to me, I'm sure. When it does, I'll just be like, oh, yeah. I think it's going to be this next chapter. We've come full circle to the same party where the traumatic thing happened. Oh, interesting. Are you liking it, though, is the question. I might actually have to put in that. I also was joined by one of my cats. I don't know if I will pick her up because she seems to be content. Sorry, that was the noise. But I have Isis with me today. Oh no, can I pick her up so that you can see? Don't mind the sweatpants. There she is. See? She's just sitting and hanging out. Normally I have Raphael with me, but today it's Isis. And she just followed me in. Ooh. I would venture to say, I don't know if this is good. I think this is supposed to be more of like a clear see-through color. How old are these is my question. It might not be any good. Oh, fun. These expired in 2022. Do you think they're still good? I don't think they're still good. I might have to find and see if I have a new pack. Let me try a different one and see if it looks the same. Maybe they changed them? Yeah, I don't remember them being opaque. I remember them being clear. Kind of clear. We're just going to get rid of these. When in doubt, don't do it. I'll see if I have another non-expired pack of those. That's weird. Swank says, I'm reading Dragon Teeth by Michael Crichton. How are you liking it? Are you liking it so far? Did you just start? Are you almost finished? Let us know. It's not my fave. I think I'm just not thriller mystery at all right now, because this is the second in a row and both are just middle of the road. I could understand that. I know sometimes when I read romances, I'll sometimes read them back to back, and I really like the first one, but then when I finish reading the second one, I'm just kind of like, meh. That was all right. So maybe you have to change up the genre. Maybe like read a mystery thriller, then read a romance, and then go back to a mystery thriller. That's usually what I tend to do. Not feeling the thriller or mystery. Yep. Yeah, don't eat that ick. Yeah, I'm not going to. Because I would... Yeah. I'll have to see. Because this is the problem I have too, is we will have medicine in the medicine cabinet or something like that, and we think that it's fine, and then I go and check the expiration date, and I go, yep, we're just going to buy new ones. We're just going to buy new. So I make it a habit every quarter of the year, so every 3 months, I will go through the medicine cabinet, and anything that is expired will just get thrown out. And then I try to use up what is there every time someone gets sick, which in our house isn't long. Like, we don't get sick often. Although this past year, I feel like I've gotten sick at least once a month. since like this year started. And I don't know if that's just because the kids were in school and then spring came. I know spring I have allergies, so I know that was part of it. But the rest of the time I'm going, what is going on? And of course my dad is one of those that every time you sound sick, he'll go, "You're sick again, aren't you?" And I go, "No. My allergies are acting up." And he goes, "But you sound sick." No, I'm not sick. He just wants me to be sick all the time. He's like, "You guys are a sickly bunch." We're really not. Like, if I get sick, I get knocked out for 3 days. Like, fever, cough, sniffles, the whole 9 yards. And I will have to, like, rest for 2 to 3 days. But if I don't get sick and it's just allergies, I will take my allergy meds, do the little Flonase spray, and I'm good to go. So I don't know what's like I said, I think this is just me talking a bunch yesterday because we were reading a lot of signs about dinosaurs and stuff and trying to pronunciate a lot of those dinosaur names is not an easy task. Like I can get Triceratops and Tyrannosaurus Rex and the Brontosaurus, the Brachiosaurus, the um what's the other one that my kids know? The it's on the tip of my head. I can see it. I can see the dinosaur. I can't think of the name. It's not Pteranodon, and it's not the pterodactyls. It's not the velociraptors. What is Parasaurolophus? That is the one that I was thinking of. Um, I told my uh, I told my husband's grandfather, because they do a Christmas letter every year, and so he calls me and says, "Okay, give me the 411 on what everyone's doing and stuff like that." And one year, I told him that my son was really into dinosaurs, and with his vocabulary, it's growing that he can say words like Parasaurolophus. Mind you, this was back when he was 3. So, he may not have been able to get it out clearly, but he could say it. And just for a 3-year-old to say it, I was just like, whoa. And of course, he was like, "I don't know what that is." And I was like, "It's a type of dinosaur." So, but we know a lot of dinosaur names. So, but some of the ones that we saw yesterday, I think most of them were from the Cretaceous period. No, I looked at one and I said, "I'm not even going to try." And it was, in some of them, I was just, okay, they just making shit up. Because I was just like, this looks like a Triceratops, but it was something else. It was like it had the word chasm in it. It was like Chasmosaurus or something like that. And I was like, what the hell? Like, that's not a thing. So, I don't know. Some of them just seemed like they were making it up. But the kids had a lot of fun. I usually save these for the autumn vibes. I want romance right now, and my game and Tar are not letting me have it so far. Dude, you need to try to work one in. Like, if you gotta stretch it, I would try to stretch it. I thought about doing Tar this month, and then I looked at everything, like the rules and everything that you had to go through, and I was like, dude, no thank you. Like, I need easy, simplistic. Give me a bingo board and I'll be fine. But I'm actually using this month to read my June TBR, which will finish out my 52. I'm actually sitting at 50 books right now. And then it will also help me finish a couple of books that I started but have not finished, like The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes. And I did find my copy of the You Need a Budget, so I'm going to read that, and I found the audiobook for it. I haven't finished Crush from the Crave series. I went ahead and put it on my Goodreads as finished, but I'm like this close to finishing. So I'm just waiting for Morgan to catch up, and then we're going to finish the rest of the series together, I think. So that's that. And I've got, so The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes was going to be the last book to finish out the Hunger Games series. But now that they've just announced the new one coming out next month, it will temporarily finish out that series because now I want to read that one. But I'm also on book 3 of the Twisted Love series, so I'm on Twisted Hate. And then Scarred is book 2 out of 6 of the Never After series from Emily McIntyre. So I have to now complete that. It's a whole thing. I'm trying to get a lot of my book series done. So I need to like focus on these up here and some of the ones on this shelf. So if anybody wants to read The Mortal Instruments with me, let me know when you start City of Ashes, because that's where I'm at. I just started it today, 22% in. It's a Western, so I can use it for the June on the range. So far, so good. Ooh, very nice. I don't think I've ever read a Western. I know me and historical fiction don't get along. Is this Western a lot of historical aspects, or is it pure, like, Western? Might have to try a new genre. I definitely not going to be reading the other thriller on my TBR right this second because I'm excited for that one, and I think I will be harsh if I read something else and then go to it. Excuse me. I also feel like I have a piece of phlegm or something sitting there. I think that's just Dad's. I'll have a headache and he'll be like, I know you were feeling sick. Are you feeling better? I would be inclined to say that, but my dad is a very mocking tone type. And he's always like questioning. He's like, what are you doing? Like, why? Like, you always seem like you're sick. And I'm like, I'm really not. I promise you. Sick to me equals runny nose, cough, and can't breathe. Yes. If I have sinus pressure and my nose is stuffy and I can't breathe and I have to breathe through my mouth and there's a cough or a fever, then I'm sick. If I can still function on a day-to-day basis, then I'm fine. But, you know, as a mom, my job is 24/7. So I mean, I have to be like laid out on the sofa with a fever before Mom can't be functioning. You know what I mean? Had to call my sister. Her birthday was yesterday, and we got so distracted by math that we forgot to call. Oh no! Well, happy belated birthday to your sister. Hopefully, she likes the extended birthday wishes. I always do. I say, because my birthday fell on a weekend, like Memorial Day weekend was mine. And I was like, it's just an extension of my birthday. And then because I went to Universal, that extended my birthday even more. That's how I look at it. I tried to start reading today, but then went on a wild goose chase or something to try and find the potting soil that hubby put away. Excuse me, my goodness. I might have to switch to my water. There are several dinos that look similar to... Yes! We were at Dinosaur World and it was... I think there was the Triceratops and then there was at least 2 or 3 others that were similar, but their head shape and their little horns were in different places. And I was just like... I didn't even know these were dinos, you know? So yeah, I'm amazed at like, and then they had a section, and I don't know why they would do this as a section, but there's a section in Dinosaur World where you can see all of the different dinosaurs, and some of them towards the front of the park are animatronic, But once you get further back into like the wooded area, then you walk along these pathways that circle around. And there's a section where it looks like dinosaurs are eating other dinosaurs. And I'm like, why? Why would you have that? I mean, I know it's all part of like the natural order, and some meat eaters would eat other dinosaurs, but do we have to like show that? Like, I thought we were just learning about the dinosaurs, you know? So I tried not to take too many pictures of those because I won't post them, but I'll show like the different dinosaurs that we saw. What are you doing back there? She's pushing on me. So many series, yes. You can see how many I'm in the middle of up here. It's like I said, this one and this shelf. So when the bookcase ends over here, I think it's this book that is the last, and then you have to come down to this shelf. So all of this stuff over here behind me, that's just regular books, because what I've done is I've set up the book series that I need to finish. Then I have all my nonfiction books that go down, and then underneath nonfiction is my classics. And then underneath classics starts everything else, and everything is in alphabetical order by author's last name. So, but yeah, there's so many. And then that's not including all of the series that are over here that I haven't even started. And I'm afraid to start because I don't want to start another series and be in the middle. So, you see my dilemma. All right, I'm popping out for a bit as I need to bring my dad lunch. Ta-ta for now. Okay, have fun. Hi to Dad. Hope he enjoys his lunch. My son wants us to read The Mortal Instruments this summer, but I'm going to need to start over, I think. Last day of school is this week. Yay. So we'll be starting them soon. Yeah, let me know when you guys are on City of Ashes, and I'll add it to my TBR list, because I need to finish out that series. I thought about going in like publication order, but I realized that if I do that, then I won't finish the series, because there's the Mortal Instruments, and somewhere in there she published the Infernal Devices, which is the Clockwork Angel, Clockwork Prince, and so on. But then there's also what's the other one? The one that starts with Lady Midnight, Dark Artifices. There's also that mixed in, so I'm just going to read the Mortal Instruments and then go into the other ones. But it's a lot. I have a sheet, a printout, that says like if you wanted to go in chronological order versus publication order versus series order, and I just want to get caught up on all things Cassandra Clare so that I'm caught up. I know what's going on, and I think she has one more series coming out after the Chain of Gold, Chain of Thorns, Chain of whatever, Chain of Iron series, that one. It's a lot. There's a lot. Mamas don't really get sick days. Nope. The only time I really get a sick day is when I have a fever, because it knocks me out. Like, I take medicine and I am asleep. But usually when I wake up from a nap or something, then I'll go, okay, what can I do? And my husband's like, lay down. So, but yeah, we don't really get sick days. We have to take care of everything in the house and everyone. My birthday is the end of July, and I'm a Leo, so I celebrate mine for almost 2 months. That's the way to do it. I mean, I'm a Gemini, so maybe I should, because I'm the sign of the twins. So maybe I should celebrate mine twice as long. One for each twin. Wouldn't that be something if I was a Gemini and I had a twin? As far as I know, I don't think I do. I think it is just me, myself, and I. But that would be wild. I was actually supposed to be born in June, I think. But I was born 4 weeks early. Swank says 1874. They are looking for dinosaur bones with Yale and then Harvard University. They left New York via train to Utah. They are on a stagecoach, mostly traveling so far. Ooh, that sounds interesting. Might have to look that up. What book number is that? City of Ashes is book 2. So if you're going for Mortal Instruments, you would have City of Bones, which is book 1, and then City of Ashes, book 2. And then book 3 is City of Glass, and then the other 3. I usually like reading in chronological order. Same. Ooh, if you find that sheet, could you send it to me? I will. I think it's on my desktop computer. But when we're done with sprints today, I will send it to you. Because I have it saved as like a picture or something. You could do all of May and most of June. I probably could. I mean, like I said, I was supposed to be born in June. So, probably the end of June too, because if I was 4 weeks early and I was born on May 27th, I'm curious as to what my birthday would be. So 4 weeks from just using the calendar for this year, 2, 3, I would have been a June 24th baby, right around, give or take. Wow. I could have been the end of June, the beginning of summer. I would have been a summer baby. Dang. I was supposed to be born on the 4th of July. I was late by about 3 weeks. Wow. I couldn't imagine. Like, if you have a due date and then you go past that, like, I guess they didn't really have, like, the ability to induce labor back then. Because my husband, he said he was born 2 weeks late as well, I think. Because he was supposed to be born early July, and he was born late July. His birthday is on the 26th of July. I like it because and this is the way that we've done it, it's an easier way for us to remember. So I was born in May, which is the 5th month. He was born in July, which is the 7th month. His birthday is the 26th, mine is the 27th. When we got married, so if you take May and July and add it together, number-wise, you get 12, which is December. And then our wedding anniversary is the 28th of December. So you have 26, 27, and 28. Sorry, I had to get a tissue. I scratched my leg and it's starting to bubble. I'll get a Band-Aid in a second. So that's how we remember. And then right now I'm trying to figure out how to incorporate our children's numbers in there, but it's a little difficult because I try to tie everything together. Excuse me. I will ask him how he wants to read it. Yeah, let me know. And I'll send you the sheet. Like I said, there's like 4 different ways to do it. Someone was saying, I think it was Becca over at the Becca Fowl channel. She was saying, when in doubt, just read it in publication order. I guess that would make a lot of sense. But I say, if you guys want to read it series by series, let me know. We can read it however you guys want. Yeah, I do all of July and then until like the 20-ish of August through Leo. Oh, that makes sense. So you do the dates for what your zodiac sign is. I'll have to look at mine. I'm curious. I'll look it up during the next sprint. Hello, Courtney. She says, hi there, book peeps. How are you? What will you be reading with us today? Or working on if you're doing a project or anything? I think Courtney is the last comment. So I'm going to go ahead and start us on the next sprint, and I will send stuff to Christina and we'll read. So 45 minutes. Let me find my little thing here. There we go. There's our kitty cat. Pretty in pink. Ooh, one last comment. My brain works better in timeline order, but this read is his, so we'll see. I agree. Timeline would be pretty cool, but I'm also like if I start the series, I want to finish the series. So, but I'll send you the thing and you guys let me know. All right, 45 minutes on the clock. Second sprint. Here we go. Happy reading, happy productivity. right, welcome back from our second sprint. How did everybody do? I am now joined by one of my other cats. That's Raphael. Isis came back into the room. I just don't know where she went. So, yeah, how did everyone do? I folded a basket of clothes and I got to 48 pages into Scarred. They're starting to like let more information loose. It's still very interesting. I'm not sure how I feel about this one so far. I did find more vitamin C drops. These were also expired, but they were clear like I thought they would be. This was an unopened pack, even though it's expired. So I'm going to use these. These seem to be okay. I've already had one of them. And then either later today or tomorrow, I will go to the store and buy a fresh pack and go from there. But those seem to be doing okay. I also did get my water. This is one of the Propel waters. Great flavor. I'm not really a fan, but I do want to finish it just so I'm not being wasteful. Let's see where we left off in the comments. I believe this was the last one that we had. So we are moving on to... He is saying pub order. Yeah. So I think it's City of Bones and then City of Ash, and then do we read City of Glass or then do we read one of the other ones? Let me know, but we can read it however you guys like. So we just need to get through one book. Nice. I saw that Swank did, he subscribed to my channel, so I thanked him for that. And we have a Coda. Hi, Coda. I was telling Coda, hi, welcome. What are you working on or reading today? And then we had a bunch of Coda and Christina. We also had a Lucinda show up. Hi, Lucinda. What are we working on or doing today? I'm so tired. I read 30% of my book, then decided it was finally time to get cracking on my carpet cleaning. I bought the machine just before Christmas and only just put it together. I mean, better late than never, right? That's how I look at it. I'm not finished yet doing it either. I've had to go over so many times as my carpets are seriously gross. Listen, I'm right there with you because I know I have a couple of spots, not in the library, thankfully, because I don't allow my cats or any like I don't even bring a cup in here without a lid. So, because I don't want any sort of mess on any book. So, but the rest of my house, we've got some stains, and I try to keep up on them with a carpet cleaner, but sometimes we get behind. Okay, we get behind. So I hear you on that one. Such a relaxing day off, though. I'll feel fantastic when it's finally done. Yes, there's something about that sense of accomplishment that just it satisfies the need. And sometimes you just have to, once you finish something little, like you can breathe easier and you go, yes, now I can relax. Oh, and pulled out my furniture in the living room to clean the accumulated winter mold off the skirting. That's always good. The joys of old buildings. Oof. And polished that furniture. Yep. I know what you mean. I got much I got lunch for the kiddo, the cat, and the adults, and read a whole chapter. Woo! I think I've been kind of the same. Like I think last time I got to chapter 3, and this time I'm in chapter 7. So little progress. Little progress. I think I'm going to take a sip of water and then put another one of these things in because it's this coughing is driving me nuts. Grape is not my forte. See, this looks a little clear. This is what I was thinking. Like that other one was not good. It was very much opaque. And these taste better. So we'll see. They don't go off, they just get less effective when the medication-y stuff. Yeah. Well, they were pretty much, I think they expired in like April of 2022. These expired in August of 2022. So I know they're not going to be as potent, but at least they can give me the moisture I need because my throat keeps drying out. I'm sorry, did I call you something else? If I did, I apologize. 30% into Dragon's Teeth, and you're liking it so far? Awesome. It's just nice to have a silver carpet in my living room instead of a brownish. I know the feeling. Yep. I tend to go for more neutral colors, so my carpet is brown, but I can tell a difference from like when I clean it to when it's dirty, and it's so relieving when it's a lot cleaner. I feel like I'm gonna cough again. Shocked how well it's coming up. Oh yeah. Excuse me. See, I told you. Now, does your carpet cleaner have like a steam function, or is it just like one that you can like scrub or brush? Or because I know like steam cleaning sometimes will allow you to get a lot more deep down versus one that just kind of does the surface. But I try it both ways. The one I use, I borrow from my father-in-law, and it has like a heated function. So with the machine, you can spray the chemical on there and then use the heated function with the water. It heats up the water, so when it uses the water to like clean the carpet, it pulls it right out. I don't know what they're doing out there, but that was a loud noise. I'll check on them in this next sprint. We still need to spring clean the living room, but we are taking it in parts as we are painting the ceiling. Everything got put on hold to make sure son finished school and got everything turned in. That, you know what? That's not a bad idea to make sure that he finishes his schooling, because you said he finishes school soon. And then to take things in parts or do little by little, it's obvious it's really a good thing to do that, because I know sometimes I can say I'm going to do X, Y, and Z, and I start and then I just go, oh, this was too much. So the fact that we take it in little pieces, that's good, because then you don't have to worry about getting overwhelmed or anything like that. And you can just take your time, make sure it's nice and nice and clean in the way you want it. Today is the last day to turn things in. This next week is exam week. Oh my goodness. Well, tell him good luck on his exams. He's got this. He will do well. And I hope that it's not too stressful for him, because I know exam weeks for me are absolutely brutal. My test anxiety when I was in school was through the roof. I could study every day before the test, and by the time I see that test, everything goes out the window. And I'm lucky if I like get a passing grade. I don't know why, but tests or quizzes, they just freak me out. Lucinda says, I need to pull out the appliances and clean the floors under them at some point too. That's my worst. Like, I don't want to do that. Nope. I do, however, now that you say appliances, makes me think I gotta clean the front of the bottom part of my refrigerator because it has cat hair. And if it gets too clogged and wrapped up in there, then it will make the refrigerator stop working. I know this because my old refrigerator, it did that, and I thought that the refrigerator was broken. It wasn't like refrigerating, it wasn't freezing, things were thawing out, and I lost a lot of food that way. And so we bought a new refrigerator. So we have that refrigerator, the new refrigerator in the kitchen. My husband cleaned the coils and everything underneath the refrigerator for the old one, and he was like, "Hey, this is working again." And I was like, "Are you kidding me?" So now we have a refrigerator in the garage that we use to store like bottles of water, beer, and excess frozen foods. And it works just fine. And I was like, if I knew that that was the problem, I wouldn't have said, well, I guess we have to buy a new refrigerator. And then I wouldn't have spent all that time researching refrigerators and finding one and trying to find it in a short amount of time because we needed someplace to put the food. So it was a whole thing. So yeah, make sure you clean out your appliances. Good morning. Is it morning for you? Because it's afternoon for me. But either way, good morning, good afternoon, good night, wherever you are in the world. It's got a rotating brush on it, and I use warm water in it. That's good. Because the warmer the water, I bet you the better it'll get it clean for you. It has like a heat blast label on the front, so I think it has something similar. You gotta read the manual, Lucinda. At least get your basics so that you know what it does, and then you can at least refer to it later on. That's what I do. My husband, on the other hand, he won't read anything at all. He does the superhero pose before all his tests. That's cute. I never would have thought about that. Hello, hello. Hey, Christina. Yep, 10:44 a.m. Now, are you Pacific time? You must be Pacific time, right? I'm trying to think. Because it says 1:45 on my laptop. And I think Pacific time is 3-ish hours behind us. So yeah, you are still in morning. Mine doesn't have any open parts on it. Some sort of fancy modern type thing. Interesting. Mine kind of looks like a giant vacuum cleaner, and then there's like a big like half circle section that's where all the water and cleaning formula goes. Christina says we really need to pull the fridge out and clean there too, but the cord is so short and space is weird. We have to have our son plug it in, but he grew a lot since then, so I don't know how to plug it in. Oh no. I don't like how they come with short cords. And also mine has that ice maker water feature. So we can only pull it out so far before it disconnects from the hose that goes to the wall. So I think I only clean behind or underneath my refrigerator like twice a year. I hate to do that because I wish I could clean it more, but with us also having that limited space like you said you have, ours is probably similar. Mhm. Mhm. And he plays the Star Wars theme song while he does the pose. Is it the Darth Vader one? Like dun 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 dun. I used that song. It's the Imperial March. That's what it's called. I used that song once to wake up my children because we were supposed to be getting up early to go somewhere and they wouldn't get up. So I started playing the Imperial March really loud so that it could help me wake them up. It worked. They got up. They didn't know what was going on. They got up. Push button to let water out, pull back and forth to suck it up. All parts are clearly labeled how to remove them on the machine. Nice. That will come in handy. This dryness of the throat needs to go away. It's bothering me. Ooh, you're in California. I have driven through California, but I have never actually stopped and like sightseed. I want to go there because I want to go to Disneyland out there and I want to go to the Universal that's out there. Because I'm in EST. So I have Walt Disney World and the Orlando Universal. I want to see the others. One of these days. Referring to the fridge with the modern... Oh! With the... That one. I gotcha. Oh, interesting. Ours has the ice maker thing, but because of our hard water, we never hooked it up. I have hard water. My refrigerator, I believe, the filter, I think, is in the bottom. You have to unscrew it and a long tube comes out. And then I have to screw in a new filter. That's how I can get around my hard water. But yeah, I hate having the hard water because it leaves that orangey, rusty colored looking stain. My showers have like orange walls, even though the tile is like an off-white color. And so, if you use Dawn Power Wash and let it sit for a little bit, it will help if you have those stains. I learned that one day. Because they were saying it was supposed to be, like that was supposed to help with dishes. You just let it sit and then you can wipe it clean. And I was like, you know what? I wonder if this would work on the shower and this stain. And I tried it. It worked pretty well. They put a weird wall thing there, so there's no room to get... Oh. Weird. That does not help at all. Excuse me. I don't know. This cough needs to... Hi, Kim. Welcome back. I'm now 92% into my book, and yep, All the Revenge went from like 15 miles an hour to 100. In that last like little bit, now they're going to spend the next 8% saying this is how it was done. Right? That's quite annoying. What do you think you'll rate the book, Kim? Oh, hi. Ooh, Disneyland is very crowded and expensive, but it's fun. Universal Studios is great. Is it? I've been wanting to see, because I want to see, like for Universal, I want to see the differences between Orlando and California. Because I know you guys have like the upper and lower, right? And I figured Disneyland would be expensive, but I would like to see the differences between what I see and what you guys have. Because in Disneyland over there, do you guys have like multiple parks or is it all one? Because here we have 4 parks. If you don't include the water parks, which I don't, but we have 4. So is it like that over there for Disneyland, or is it all kind of one thing? I don't know anything about Disneyland. I mean, I could look it up, but it's nice when people have experience and they can say, yes, this is how it is, or no, it's not like that. I'm so jealous that you guys at Universal have the Super Nintendo World already. Ours won't be ready until next year. They're building it, and I can see the progress of them building it, but I cannot go to it. So, I would love. I can't wait to go to Super Nintendo World. I want to see it so bad and try all of the food. I would love to go back to Cali someday. I have not been since I was little. Same. I think, if I remember correctly, I'm trying to remember when we did it because my family lived in Alaska up until I was like 4. And then my dad got relocated through the military, and his relocation station was here in Florida. So we drove from our residence in Alaska, and we kind of zigzagged through the United States, and it took us 2 weeks. Actually, it was probably more like a week and a half to 2 weeks, but we zigzagged through the states before we got to Florida. And I think we went down through Washington, Oregon, California, and then we kind of zigzagged back up through the middle. But I don't remember much of us traveling. I just know that we did it because we had a car. And I remember stopping at like rest stops, and one of them, there was a squirrel on top of the car, and my dad fed it peanut butter bread. Just put a little bit of peanut butter on a piece of bread, put it on top. That squirrel grabbed it, started eating, and then took off with it. My old coworker drives the tram for the tour of Universal Studios. He's hilarious. See, I want to go now. What is this guy's name? Because if I ever go, I will look for him. Just so I can say, I know somebody you know. Lime scale is bad here too. I have to put the really strong, yep. I usually have to use CLR, which is calcium, lime, and rust. I have to use that kind of cleaner because the hard water will just build up on like our shower heads, and you'll see it come down from like the faucet or the water valve for the showers. It's a pain. But we also have a pool, so we have to make sure that the pool doesn't have any of those issues as well. Even though it's outside, it still runs with some of the piping that we have in the house. It's very frustrating. We have a lot of iron in our water too, so I have to be very careful about like when I cook and stuff. I think it will land somewhere in the 3 to 4 star range. We'll see for sure once I run it through CallPile. Gotcha. It definitely sounds like, from what you were describing, a 3 to 4 star range. More so on the 3 star, I think. That would be my opinion. But I do not do this, what is it, CallPile? I just go, did I like it? If it was okay, then it's a 3 star. If I enjoyed it, then it's a 4 star. And if I absolutely loved it, then it's a 5 star. I have to like DNF a book in order for it to get a 1 star. 2 star is kind of like I finished it, but I will never read this again. That's how I operate. At Disneyland and Disney's California Adventure. I haven't been to California Adventure. I went to Universal while they were building the Nintendo World. Oh my gosh, I'm so jelly. I want Nintendo World so bad. That for Epic Universe, which is the new park that opens for our Universal, it opens, I think they said early next year. Um, it's kind of like a 5-in-1. So the main portion of the park, and this would be considered kind of like the city walk that we have now, but in the new park for Epic, it will be called Celestial Park. So that's like one portion of it. And then there's 4 different portals that you walk through. And that's how you get into like Super Nintendo World. We also have How to Train Your Dragon, Universal Monsters, and Harry Potter. They're doing more of like Harry Potter with a little bit of Fantastic Beasts mixed in, because I think they're going to have the Mancuso, the Ministry of Magic for USA. So, but I don't know any more details. They'll release more details because they've released information about How to Train Your Dragon and for Super Nintendo World, but they haven't released information yet for Universal Monsters and Harry Potter. So, I'm interested to see what kind of information. I know there will be a coaster in Dark Universe, but because I've seen it being built. But I think the Harry Potter section will all be like indoor ride type things. I just don't know what kind. But either way, I've seen like them building the, I guess, walkways. The only thing I don't necessarily like is like in the Harry Potter section, all the walkways, if you look at them, they look like they would be like this. They're quite narrow. It reminds me of when they built Diagon Alley, and I wish they would widen it just a little bit so that people could have more room to walk around, because I don't want to be a sardine in a can in a walk space. You know what I mean? I want my elbow space. Call Pile has made me think more about. I was a very happy 5-star giver and have learned by using this and really thinking about the different aspects of the book helped me really rate it. Be right back. New prompt drop for the Amazing Readathon. So if you're participating, feel free to go get your new prompt. I'm not participating, so but I know that is a whole thing. Like everybody stops what they're doing and they get the new prompt, which I totally understand. I'm sorry that I keep drinking so much, but it's just that the throat, it just it's like dry, and it's bothering me today. It'll be nice because I don't have to do much talking after sprints today, unless I yell at my kids, which hopefully I won't have to. And I'm sorry if you can hear the outside noise. I think my husband is out there doing some sanding. He found a rust spot on one of his cars, and so he's trying to get it off and smooth it out so that he can kind of paint it so it doesn't become a later issue. But are we at the bottom of the comments? I think we are. All right, you guys get to decide, is the final sprint going to be 30 minutes or 45 minutes? Whoever answers first, that will be the time. Choose now or forever hold your peace. I found Isis, so now I have 2 out of 3 of my cats. This is my Isis, and behind me is Ralphie. The only one I am missing is Simon. All right. Christina said 45. Swank said 45. So 45 minutes it is. Let me find my banner. Banner. Oh well, he's off being the Hulk. Final sprint. We'll go ahead and get that up. We've got all caught up on the comments. Yes. I will go ahead and pull up said kitty cat. And I will see everyone back in 45 minutes. Happy reading, happy productivity. Make it count. Meow. I have to figure out where exactly I left off. I'm at the end of a chapter. I made it to chapter 14, which is page 90. So, things are slowly starting to happen in my book, but I'm still unsure about it. But 90 pages in, it is slowly holding my attention. So we'll see how the rest of it goes. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of the cat, because that was our last sprint. How did everyone do? Like I said, I got to page 90 of mine. I will continue reading it throughout the day because I do want to make that halfway point. And in this book, halfway is page 191, just before the start of chapter 29. So I will try to finish that today. If I finish and get halfway to the halfway point, I will try to start one of the other books and maybe get halfway with them. If not, then I'll just finish Scarred tomorrow and start the others. I have to see what else needs to be done today. I've already folded 2 things of laundry. So in theory, I should be 1, 2, maybe 3 more loads of laundry in folding. I do have to change the sheets on the bed this week. Let's see what everyone got up to. I need to find. I think this was the last one, the last comment, because we went for 45 minutes. So new comments. Pretty kitties. Thank you, thank you. Like I said, you saw 2 out of 3. Simon kind of looks like Raphael, but long-haired. So, Kim came back. Welcome back. Hopefully the prompt is to your liking. I'll be finishing my sightseeing prompt. I can't stop this book at 92%. Of course not. We need to know how that last 8% holds out for you, and we need to know what your rating is. So let us know. I'm hoping I can make this next prompt work with my TBR. What is the prompt? Can you tell me? I mean, I'm not participating, but maybe I can help. Got some seeds planted and got to chapter 3. Woohoo! Thanks for hosting today, Alicia. Enjoy the rest of your day. You as well, and thanks for hanging out with us. I think I have to go look at it, but I think Katie from I'd Rather Be Reading, I think she is doing sprints today. Oh crap, I'm not signed in to the YouTube. Give me 1 sec. Because I'll be able to see if anyone is sprinting. It looks like Pink Beauty X, she is sprinting, and also I Would Rather Be Reading. It doesn't look like she says last, so I'll share that one. If you guys need more sprints. She beat me to it. Christina posted Katie's sprint link, so there you go. Thank you. Also, it looks like Rosie is sprinting, so if you need more sprints, thank you, Christina. You were awesome. I am probably going to go to Katie's sprints when I'm done here because I'm going to move to my desktop. And that way I have more room to fold laundry, and I have a few things to do on my computer out there. So, excuse me. Abby is on her last sprint, so go and say hi to Katie, Rosie, and Abby. Make sure you say hi, hit the like button. Thanks for sprints. Thank you, Swank, for coming and visiting and hanging out with us. I hope you were able to get much progress in your book. I hope everyone was able to get progress done. Ooh, finished your book. You're welcome for sprints. Let me know what you rate it. How you feel about it. Was the last 8% worth the while? Let me know. I think I have another load of laundry to fold already. What are you doing, Ralphie? My cat is like sniffing around. You know how he... Come here. Come here. See? You say hi? No. He likes to do this. He just likes to hang out and cuddle. Yes. Your mama's little baby. He's been doing this ever since my husband brought them home. Him and his brother. They were found in a brush pile, and I've had them since they were about 2 weeks old. So he's like my little duckling. He follows me everywhere, lays on my lap, cuddles with me while I'm laying down. I'm gonna miss my little Bubba when he crosses the Rainbow Bridge. I don't know what we're gonna do. Right? You got dirt still. But yay for finishing. Yes. It's always good when you finish a book. I don't know why, but I feel so accomplished when I finish a book and I'm able to start another one. I have that sense of like, I finished it. Now what? And then I go, I got more books to read. This grape flavor is growing on me. I'm not big on grape flavored things, but it's growing. Sarah is also sprinting. Be sure to go say hi and hit the like button for all of these people. It helps our community grow and we get to see what everybody else is reading. I love it. All right. I am going to go check out the books that Kat mentioned earlier. It was 168 hours, and then I'm also going to see if my library website is up and running because I would like to put those books on hold. They sound very interesting. So thank you to everyone who came and hung out with me. I have to go see what my children are up to because they are very quiet. And you know what that means. When they're quiet, they're up to something. So hopefully they're just so engrossed in their Nintendo Switch that they're just playing quietly. But I doubt it because they were making noise earlier. So we'll see. But yes, thank you to everyone who came. Go check out all the other people who are sprinting. And I will see you guys next week. Be sure to hit the like button and hit the bell notification so you know when my new videos are coming. I will have a couple coming out this week, hopefully, if I can get them edited today. But until next time, happy reading, guys. Bye.